In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you guys how to go about stopping if you have a lot of background processes running on your Windows 10 or Windows 11 computer. So generally speaking, there are a lot of required apps and services that are required to run in the background of your Windows computer in order for it to operate as expected. However, there may be a number of third-party applications that you do not necessarily want or need those services to be running in the background. So in today's tutorial, I'm going to show you guys how to go about managing that and removing, or I should just say, stopping background processes from running. So if you might have programs that are running that have become unresponsive and you want to end the process, for example, I'm going to show you guys how to do that. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So all I have to do is right click on the taskbar and select Task Manager. And now that we're in here, under the Processes tab, you can see all the processes should be listed on the left side, as well as all the associated background processes. You can also go on Google and actually search up specific names in here. You should be able to find out exactly what they are being used for on your computer, and if they are or are not always necessary. So if there's any particular apps you want to just turn off temporarily or just turn it off until your computer restarts, we can look at the print spooler service, for example, and if I just were to right click on that, you can select End Task, and that should end the task. Alternatively, you can also select the service or process as well, and then select the End Task button up here at the top to terminate the selected process. If you want to prevent certain programs from turning on when your computer turns on that aren't necessary, you can go over here on the left side and select the Startup Apps icon. And then all the apps in here should be able to be turned off without having really any sort of negative consequence, unless of course you need that app to turn on every time your computer turns on. Most of these you can just select them and then select the disable option. And if you ever want to re-enable any of these when your computer turns on, you just can select it and then the enable option. Please keep in mind this isn't deleting or necessarily even disabling these programs from running on your computer. It's just preventing it from turning on every time your computer turns on, which in most cases is not necessary for most people most of the time. So pretty straightforward process, guys. I do hope it will help you out, and I do look forward to catching you on the next tutorial. Goodbye.